As I speak to you, there is a terror alert throughout Europe on expected additional terrorist attacks based on information that the security forces in Europe have obtained. And what I want to say is that there was one thing absent in many media reports. It is absolutely true that 1,300,000,000 Muslims cannot be blamed for the activities of others. We can't blame all Muslims for what the jihadists are doing. On the other hand, here is what is absent, unfortunately, in news reporting. The way it seems is that we confront a couple of hundred or maybe a couple of thousand terrorists. But that's not true. A Pew Research study in 2013 has shown that while 78% of the 38,000 Muslims interviewed reject jihad and terrorism, a minority, which in numbers would be 351 million, are prepared to accept jihad in one form or another. That is staggering when you remember that in 1939, the greatest tragedy the world has ever known, World War II, which brought upon it the Holocaust, and tens of millions died, that the amount of Nazis in 1939, the Axis powers, if you tabulate all of the Axis powers, the total population of the Axis powers of Germany, Austria, Japan, Italy, 191 million members of the Axis powers, brought upon the world the greatest tragedy it has ever known. When you consider that, according to the Pew report, it could be that as many as 351 million Muslims are in favor of some form of jihad and terrorism, that is a world catastrophe. And it is underreported. It's very good to say that 1,300,000,000 Muslims, and I support that also, the overwhelming majority, oppose terrorism. But you must also state the number of those who are supporting it in order that we should understand the problem and the severity of the problem that we face. We don't face a problem of 2,000 or 3,000 terrorists. We face a problem that there's support for terrorism in the hundreds of millions. That is a world catastrophe. And that is underreported and needs to be stated over and again, that the threat that we face now at a time where there's nuclear weapons, it could be that more people are supporting jihad now than supported the Axis powers in 1939 when they declared war on Western civilization.